Murder of Junko Furuta. Junko Furuta, born on January 18, 1971, in Misato, Saitama, Japan, was a high school student known for her tragic fate. She was a victim of a brutal crime and was murdered on January 4, 1989, at age 17, in Adachi, Tokyo, Japan. Furuta was abducted, raped, tortured, and murdered by 4 male teenagers over a period of 44 days. Her body was discovered on March 29, 1989, encased in concrete in a drum, leading to the case being known as the concrete-encased high school girl murder case. The perpetrators were Hiroshi Miyano, Joe Ogura, Nobuharu Minato, and Yasushi Watanabe, who were all teenagers at the time. The sentences for the perpetrators range from juvenile detention to 20 years in prison, reflecting the severity of their actions. Furuta was born in Misato and lived with her family, working part-time while attending high school. She had ambitions of saving money for a graduation trip and a future job in electronics retail. Popular and well-liked at school, Furuta had aspirations of becoming an idol singer. On the night of her abduction, she was looking forward to watching a television show, unaware of the impending tragedy. The perpetrators had a background of engaging in petty crimes and were known to be violent. The crime began with Furuta being tricked and abducted under the guise of safety, then brutally assaulted. She was taken to various locations, raped, and the crime was boastfully shared among the perpetrators. Miyano and his group forcibly confined Furuta in Minato's house, threatening her with Yakuza ties to ensure compliance. Furuta's parents were misled by forced communications from her, indicating she was safe. The kidnappers manipulated situations to avoid police intervention, even using Furuta to mislead her own family. The assault escalated with multiple perpetrators involved, and Furuta was subjected to extreme physical and sexual abuse. She was degraded and tortured in unimaginable ways, including being forced to eat insects and drink her own urine. Despite attempts to escape and plead for help, Furuta was relentlessly beaten and further tortured. Her physical condition deteriorated drastically, with severe injuries leading to a loss of mobility and worsening health. The final act of brutality occurred when Miyano, enraged by a loss at mahjong, set Furuta on fire. Fearing legal repercussions after her death, the perpetrators hid her body in a concrete-filled drum. The body was later discovered, leading to the arrest and trial of the perpetrators. The case brought to light the horrifying details of the 44 days of torture that Furuta endured. The public and legal response called for justice, with varying degrees of punishment for those involved. This case remains one of the most heinous examples of juvenile crime in Japan, highlighting significant issues in the criminal justice system. The memory of Junko Furuta's suffering and the brutal circumstances of her death continue to evoke strong emotions and calls for justice and reform. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give a like, share, and click subscribe to receive notification when we drop new content.